Good morning guys from Samarkand. I'm super ready for another day of exploring. Yesterday I wasn't able to film because it was raining loads, which was really weird. So yeah, today I'm going to go out and see the rest of the stuff that I haven't seen yet. However, I've got to move to a different guest house because this one's like overbooked, which is a bit annoying, but at the same time I'm not overly bothered because it's not that nice here. Like the beds are wrapped in some sort of plastic and it's just uncomfortable. So yeah, I've just got to get that out of the way first. Got to move to some other guest house. The guy here's going to take me, so I don't really know what it is, and then we'll get to the exploring. Okay, I just arrived at the new place and it is brand new. Like, I think it's never had anyone stay here before. It's really nice. Check this out. It still smells like it's just been painted or something. Like, not in a bad way. And my own bathroom. Anyway, time to go out and see some stuff. This is the site of the Ulugh Beg Observatory. The site houses the remains of the observatory and a museum which will go in first. Ulugh Beg was a Timurid sultan and prominent astronomer of the 15th century. He built the observatory between 1424 and 1429, and it was considered to be one of the most advanced observatories in the world at the time. The museum was built in 1970 and contains many artefacts that were found in the observatory when it was rediscovered in 1908. On display there are also reproductions of Ulugh Beg's astronomical instruments and star charts, as well as miniatures and paintings depicting Ulugh Beg at work. The observatory was built according to a very precise set of specifications and contained a sophisticated quadrant device that could very accurately measure the sun's distance from the horizon, along with a lot of other parameters. The observatory was destroyed in 1449 when Ulugh Beg was assassinated by his son, and many of the astronomers working there were driven away. All that remains visible today are the foundations and part of the marble quadrant. I think this is just that same underground bit from the other side. We can look through. I don't know how much of this is reconstructed. Strange. Well, that was very interesting. It's a proper fascinating period of history to learn about. Anyway, next stop is an ancient settlement, so I'm going to walk there now. So it should take about 18 minutes to walk there. Not far at all, really. Butcher's shop. I love walking around because you see all sorts of things. Local bits of life. I hope I'm walking the right way. It's kind of difficult to find your way around Samarkand because I think they've rerouted a lot of the roads. But yeah, this is a really interesting ancient settlement. I don't know how much of it's going to be visible, but we shall find out. I have a feeling these hills are something to do with it. Maybe ancient walls or something. But yeah, we'll have to just wait and see. That's cool. I don't know if that's a canal or a river. Samarkand. It's such a mystical name for a city. I've wanted to come here for so long. I think we're nearly there. This looks more like where I thought I was heading. Pretty crazy looking landscape. So here we've got some camel statues. So this is the museum. I don't think I'm going to go in there though. I'm going to go directly to the ancient settlement. It's around the back, I think. It's all like behind there, but the question is how to actually get through. It seems to all be walled off. Oh, I think there's a gate. Interesting. So I can't obviously pay to go in every museum, but this thing is free, I think. So yeah, hopefully it's good. Well, I'm not sure I should really go through this gate, even though it's kind of half open. I don't really want to get in trouble. I'll just go see if there's another way. Yeah, it's all surrounded by this big wall. I could go over it, but I don't know. I just don't really want to like get in trouble or get arrested or something. Where's the way in? I'm so confused. Yeah, I just decided to come inside because I couldn't see any gate or anything. But yeah, it's kind of a spooky atmosphere because it's full of crows. The ancient settlement is called Afrosiyab, and it was occupied between 500 BC and 1220 AD, prior to the 13th century Mongol invasion in Samarkand. The archaeological investigations on the site began in the late 19th century, and the site was then extensively excavated in the 1920s. Well, there isn't that much that's actually visible, but I'm guessing this is the site of the ancient settlement. I can see a few more people walking up here, so I feel a little bit more at ease now. I was a bit worried that I wasn't supposed to be here. So yeah, let's just carry on walking a bit, see what we can see. Tourist. Aha. Well, that was a bit scary. I just got stopped by the police, literally just as I said that I thought it was alright. And he just like asked me where I was from, and I was like, oh no, what's he gonna ask? I thought I was in trouble, but he was just like, do you need any help? And I was like, no, I'm just a tourist, I'm just walking around. So yeah, it's all fine. Very friendly. So yeah, let's carry on our little adventure now that we've got the all clear. This kind of reminds me of like the Iron Age hill forts in England, with the banks and the like little pathways leading through. Interesting. There's a lot of broken glass on the floor though. Don't know why. Yeah, it's got a strange feeling to it, this place. Obviously an ancient place, but then you've got like the juxtaposition of the modern city in the background. I'm gonna go up here a bit and see if I can get a better view. I've just spotted some sort of plaque over there, so I'm gonna go give it a little bit of a read, see what it's saying. Oh, this looks interesting. This looks more like what I thought the ruins of the settlement would look like. Well, this seems to be it, the settlement. And this sign just says that basically some mural paintings were found here. Presumably they're probably on display in the museum, but I'm not going to go in there, so I'll pop them on the screen so you can see, hopefully. But yeah, it's a bit like worn away, but you can definitely see that there was something here. You can just see Registan in the background. It seems crazy that they just let you walk on this. Like, in the West, this would all be fenced off and like super heavily guarded. I don't know why they're not doing that. Resources, I guess, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna head back down and I'm gonna try and find somewhere to have some lunch. So yeah, I'll head back down probably towards the museum and try and find a legitimate gate or something. On my way to my next stop, I came across this complex that turned out to be the memorial complex of Islam Karimov, who was the first president of Uzbekistan. It was free entry, so I decided to go inside. The mausoleum itself was only opened in 2018, but it's housed within the grounds of the 19th century Hazrat Kizr Mosque, which is beautifully decorated and completely worth a visit. It was around lunchtime, so I decided to find a cafe. I ended up just going to the main tourist area because I'd already been walking around for ages. And this is what I got for lunch, a bowl of lentil soup. It was a lot smaller than I was expecting, but not the end of the world. After lunch I had a little browse in the souvenir shop and I actually ended up buying something. That was a bit of a random impulse purchase, but I'll show it to you later. Anyway, I'm heading to another mausoleum complex now. I'm just trying to find the way there, so I'll see you when I get there. I think I can walk this way. There's a really interesting cemetery on this hillside. Really not sure of the way. Maybe it's over here. I don't know if you can hear me, but all of that is some crazy like metropolis of cemetery. Necropolis, that's what they call it, isn't it? And that's where we're going. This is the Shahi Zinda complex, another of Samarkand's extensive groups of mausoleums. But this one is particularly special in terms of its scale and decorations. The complex includes buildings from the 11th to the 15th centuries, with many important figures buried here, including a cousin of the Prophet Muhammad, who came to Samarkand in the 7th century to preach Islam. This first mausoleum was built in the 15th century for the wet nurse of Timur's court. I particularly like the hand-painted detailing on the wall panels. When I reached this alleyway, I started to feel totally overwhelmed by the beauty of these buildings, each dedicated to a specific prominent figure. This is the Shodi Mulk Oko mausoleum, built in 1372, in honour of Timur's sister, Turkon Oko. This octagonal mausoleum was built in the 14th century, but I couldn't actually find any information about who is actually buried in it. This is the Usto Ali Nasefi mausoleum. It was built by the architect Ali from Nazaf in the late 14th century. At the end of the complex is the Tumen Oko ensemble, built by Amir Timur's wife in the 14th century. Super overwhelmed by how beautiful it is again. Like, I wasn't expecting that at all. I didn't know what I was expecting, to be honest, but this is a lot better than what I imagined. I think it's time for me to find a coffee anyway, if you can even hear me. I think we're like around the back of the ancient settlement right now. I don't really know whether there'll be anywhere for a coffee around here. I did find a cafe, however it was unfortunately closed, but as I walked through it I stumbled upon an unexpected mosaic, which was beautiful, albeit a lot newer than the ones that we've been looking at today. My search for coffee continued, and I decided to pick up a few things for dinner as well.
Сколько это?
2 штуки 15.
Один кусок?
5000.
Только один?
Да, одну.
Ага. Спасибо.
Откуда вы?
Англия.
Англия, о.
There are no coffee shops around here, so sorry mum, I know you don't approve and you say it's not real coffee, but what choice do I have? So I got one of those. I also got some bread from one of those little stalls. That area was like a really like kind of authentic Uzbek shopping area. So yeah, I bought some bread. I might give it a little try. That's what it looks like. It's like different to other bread that I've had. Let's break a bit off. It's kind of got like the texture of like a paratha, if you've ever had that in India. But yeah, let's try it. Oh, power's gone out. What the hell? That was weird. You can't even, oh, it's back. Well, there you go. That is some Uzbek bread. Very nice, very flaky and flat, obviously. It's nice though. I'm gonna have it with my dinner. Anyway, today has been awesome. That Shahi Zinda complex I think is actually better than Rajasthan, to be honest. I don't know if that's controversial to say that, but I really enjoyed it, and it was really interesting seeing the ancient settlement as well. It's just been a really interesting day. I feel like I've done quite a lot as well, which is good. Tomorrow is a travel day. I'm going to be going to another city, going a little bit deeper into Uzbekistan. I'm really excited about it because apparently this place is really awesome, so I will catch you guys then. I hope you've enjoyed the videos from Samarkand anyway. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.